Oh, gentlemen, it's time for us to meet back here and do our thing. I'm going to give a quick shout out to a couple people. Well, one person. I'm putting this out there as a thank you generally, overall, to whoever has been sending me the tools every month. I don't have any information. There's no contact info. First person I want to give a shout out is to this gentleman here. Nolan James. Look at the label on this thing. This is literally radio amateur honey. Or amateur radio honey, however you want to look at it. It's from batch or lot or net 24 or group 24 batch. This is some good stuff. I don't know where your bees are out extruding their little bee juice. That is amazing. This gentleman here, Nolan, he joined us on Patreon just here a few weeks ago, and he goes by the handle of Beekeeper. Now, I've had 3 different beekeepers coming through my life in radio since I've been in the repair business. All 3 of them sent me honey. All 3 of them were amazing. They weren't this. My wife and I tried some of this morning. She mixed it in with her breakfast. I put a little bit on a cracker, and I tilted it this way and a little bit sloshed out, and I tried to wash it off, and now it's sticky. So that's the reason we got it on the paper towel. But that's some good stuff, man. I mean, straight up in the ball, glass jar and everything. I have hundreds of these, by the way, from when I was doing the whole moonshine bit underneath COVID. But damn, I've always wanted to be able to buy honey with an antenna on the logo. Honey Ham Honey Ham is in Ham Radio Farms. If you guys are interested, that's his call sign. Go look him on QRZ. I vouch for it. It's some of the best honey I've ever had. I'm probably going to be in touch with him here in the next few days. I'm going to buy a whole bunch more because me and my wife, we absolutely adore it. It's wonderful. Probably going to need to get 4 or 5 of those, buddy, to get us through the year. I'm so tired of buying honey at the store, and then when you get it home, it sits for a couple weeks and it collimates into sugar, and come to find out it's not real bee juice. You know what I'm saying? It's fake bee juice. There's a thing with corn syrup. They've been doing it in the industry forever. Anyhow, next thing I want to talk about, dude, seriously, thank you for the honey. It was awesome. Next thing I want to talk about is these little tiny welding leads. You can get these off Amazon for like 20 bucks, this connector. I'm telling you, this is the future. You guys, we need to quit using Anderson clips completely, and we need to switch over to these. There's so much more capture, so much more surface area. I mean, I use the Anderson clips on the 4-pill, and I do that just for a prey. And then I pull 4-gauge out of the back of the amp. No, we don't need 4-gauge, by the way. I'll be the first one to admit it. But I like to put 4-gauge on the amp because usually what happens, I've found over the years, is people will match the same size power wire that's coming out of the amplifier to their battery, and they do it subconsciously without even thinking about it, right? So like if you give somebody a 1/0 gauge terminal on a car stereo amplifier, they're going to take it 1/0. They just have to, right? It's like a 16-year-old looking at a naked girl for the first time. You got to go over and touch it. You have to, right? It's the same principle. Give the idea, they pray they follow. One of my Patreons threw these out there for me. He bought me a set. They're like 20 bucks. They come in a set of 2. Fully finished, work just like the regular big boy welding leads. Way better than Anderson clips. Homie, thank you. I bought like 6 sets now. I've right now in the process of building up a set, so I have some laying around here just in case I need to go grab. I have a whole wall, by the way, you guys, that's covered by 1/0 gauge, 2/0 gauge, 4/0 gauge, eyeletted leads, twist lock welding leads, 300 amp, 600 amp, Anderson clips, 50 amp, all the way down to the 25. I have every kind of adapter here that you would ever want to stick on an amplifier. I'm going to start pushing these. So thank you for the idea. I appreciate. I didn't even know this existed, and I'm a welder myself. I did not know that they were this small. Saying that's the SHIT. Okay. So about 3 months ago, my phone goes ding. It tells me I got a notification from my UPS store saying I have a delivery. So I take my happy ass over, and in a box from Vampire Tools, and I vouch for this, by the way, from Vampire Tools was the most awesome thing. I'm like, Vampire Tools? It did not give me a customer's name on it. I have no contact information. So if you're out there and you're doing this for me, I want to say thank you, because so far the tools you've sent me have been a lifesaver. I don't know how I got by without them till now. If we open this nice, beautiful case, we open this, and inside is the business card of Vampire Tools. You get an additional 1-year online warranty, blah, 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 blah. Vampire pliers, I've used these, believe it or not, but then I cleaned them up and put them back in a box because, well, I wanted to do the video for this. These things are freaking amazing. The whole point behind these style of pliers is to be able to extract all kinds of hardware that's got a rounded off head face on it. So like if you take a Phillips and hollow it out so it's round, the whole idea behind this is to be able to grab and have purchase on the screw, right? So the other day I'm helping my wife install new mud flaps on her truck, and I'm kind of in a wonky angle and the screw kind of starts in, and I was too lazy to take tire off. Call me names, go ahead. I was too lazy to take the tire off so I get the right angle, and I proceeded to round out the top of the Phillips, screw beach. So I run up here in the shop and I grab me this my go-to $2 pair of pliers, right? And I go out there and I went, oh, motherfucking son of a... And then I went. So I turn to my left, I grab this toolbox, I grab this tool. These are specifically designed so that you can grab onto any kind of tool, on any kind of hardware, and really get a solid purchase on it. Straight on, and then also from the side, and be able to get it to start moving. The cutters, I have not used those yet. The grips inside the claw here, the little claw face on the inside of the plier, haven't gotten to play with those yet either. But then I set this down because I'm like, okay, I don't need to worry about this. This is something cool. This is a gift, right? Because I'll get to shoot a video about it. I love having new tools. Listen to me when I tell you this, you guys. You all out there in YouTube land have got way more experience doing everything. Everything. This is the one little thing that I might know just a very small amount, right? Because let's face it, I'm kind of an autodidact, self-educated, self-taught, and I use all kinds of wrong terms for things, but I get there in the end, right? That's self-educated, right? So this I know a little bit about, and I know a whole lot about nothing else in any kind of significant manner. You guys out there in YouTube land, on the other hand, know about pliers like this, right? And I say, thank you, I appreciate that. It's friggin' awesome. So the next thing I get is also from Vampire Tools. It's like a week or two later, these show up, and I start reading the instructions of all the different things that these things are designed to rip onto, grab a hold of. But this one picture stuck out in my little brain, and I went, and the day I needed it, my Vampire tool was there. Safety, Torx bit with nipple, okay. One ways, rusted, square. The square drives, I haven't really stripped one of those out yet, but give me time. I'm young in life, time is short. These things are amazing. They're just absolutely amazing. I thought that was pretty neat, so I thought I'd come out here and say thank you. I don't know who to actually specifically thank, or otherwise I'd throw your name up here and give you the due praise that you're deserved. Then, I don't know if these are all related together, but generally, the overall delivery company that delivered these, now apparently these are made in Japan or whatever, These are not. This is made in America, this next thing. This one came, I think, from the same company here, or I could be completely wrong. This is called the Rotocut. I've seen these. I have the memory of a flea, okay? And every time I've seen one of these, I've never thought about buying one. Oh, I got a taper bit, I've got blah, 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 blah. This is a sheet metal hole cutter kit. So you have your pilot, you're gonna put your pilot bit in here, and then this will actually cut, I think, 60 or 80% less. And the metal actually needs to be removed. But their main claim to fame is that it is a very precise. Now, please understand, I might not be the smartest guy in the room ever about anything, but I know nothing is perfectly round, but the idea behind these bits is to give you a little bit better round, right? And also is to give you the ability, you just punch a little guide hole. You can chuck this up. Look at that. These are amazing. I haven't had the opportunity to even play with this yet. This is the first time I've ever taken anything out of the box. I simply just looked at it and went, wow. And I thought, well, maybe it's on the same deal here with these 3 pieces. I don't know. I don't think so. It's a very well thought together kit. We're gonna always use a center punch. Allow protection, blah, 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 blah. When drilling, drill the chuck into an arbor, skipping in a cheese. Use cutting fluid. Okay, so this, we can do thick. Let's see here. What do we got? Cutting diameters, that's the size. 600, 700, 300. Soft aluminum up to 400. Okay. I can't wait to play with these. This one right here, yeah, this one right here is the exact opening for the remote mono jack that comes out of the back of the amplifier that we can plug in for our remote. So I am going to be trying these. I got a lot of really cool projects coming up. I wish I had a way to convey to you the things that I'm getting ready to build for one guy. This one dude's going to dominate like a month and a half of my life. And his cabinets are just, oh, we've had them powder coated and sanded and cleared and massaged and rubbed. They're epic. And the amps that I'm going to build inside those cabinets, I cannot wait to get started on them. It's been an over a year long process. The fan guards. I cannot wait for you guys to see the custom fan guards I put together for this dude. These amps that we got coming up are top shape, but I am going to need to punch a hole in about 4 of the 7 or 8 cabinets, right? I cannot wait to use those on that. So, on that note, I think I've taken enough of your guys' time. I just want to say thank you. Whoever's sending me these tools, I don't have any information to be attached with this. I haven't received notes. It's almost like you're buying them and sending them, and then they're just getting drop shipped. These, I'm going to rotate into the inventory immediately. This I'm probably going to use tomorrow because I'm going to do some stuff where I might need those. It's going to happen. It's going to happen quick. And I say thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it. I cannot wait for you guys to see this video. The guys on Patreon are going to get to see the video about this meter first, of course, because they always get everybody to see everything first. But they've known about this going on now for over 14 months, this meter. So if you haven't had a chance to see this yet, hang loose, it's coming. Or if you're watching this now and you're interested about that meter, go check it out. It's made by Steam Coax. Yet once again, something out there that somebody wanted me to look at or use or teach me about. They sent it to me and now I'm all about it. So on that note, I'm going to run, gentlemen. I got to get myself prepped up for tomorrow. I just wanted to throw this out there really quick. The honey. The fact that it's actually ham radio made honey for ham radio operators and radio operators. Come on. Come on. See you guys. Big shout out to the Patreons. Big shout out to you all. I appreciate you. I'll see you. Click, click.